Hey everyone, we're here to do a Crackle coaster set. And this is actually for my own house. Um, I mixed up 16 ounces of resin because I've got a couple projects that I want all to be the same color scheme. I divided it uh, evenly amongst most of the cups, and I'm still working to get them a little more evenly divided. Um, I wanted to add this to this one. All right, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 pretty evenly divided cups. I have a little in this cup. I'm saving this because I think I'm going to need it for my coaster holder as the clear that goes into the initial part there. But I may have enough to do it with this cup. We will see. So let's go ahead and get our colors mixed. I wanted to do this together so that you can see how much I'm putting and where. First, I have Eye Candy Shiro White, and I like to use this for my crackle effect. You take a pretty good bit. You want a heavy mica powder white. So you got to make sure you use a lot for the crackle effect. At least that's what I've learned. Start stirring slowly so it doesn't blow back up in your face. And then make sure you have it mixed in all the way. If you don't, you're going to get like spots of mica powder, and you don't want that. Usually they come out like white or something, and it's just not pretty. And it stinks to get your whole project done, and then you have these spots. So this is the Shiro White. I am using Octopus Fluids Inks, resin inks. So I have Swimming Pool is my next one that I'm using for my color. I'm opening it off to the side because there's little crusties around the top and I don't want to get in there. I'm going to do 10 drops. Actually, let's do 15. I want it to be a strong color. I have to pick it up and stir it. Make sure it's stirred really well. You can tell because it'll look stringy, like the colors will be lines in it. And that lets you know, hey, you're not done stirring yet. Same thing when you're stirring your resin. If you can see any lines and it's not crystal clear, you gotta keep going. I do try to scrape my cup as I go along too. All right, next we're doing a combination thing. I have Peacock and then I have Interference Blue mica powder from Let's Resin. And it's because I wanted to do a mica powder, but I didn't have the perfect blue. All right, I am still gonna do a pretty good chunk. You see how big that is of mica powder. And then I have Peacock. Did I already say that? I can't remember. I'm going to do 10 drops and see how it looks. Sometimes I count off because it'll come out faster. Make sure you have it about whatever you want. Just make sure it's colored. All right, let's see what this looks like. It's very pretty. And this gives me my other mica powder color. All right, and then my last color is I have Jeans. And I'm gonna do 10 drops of this one. This is just the dark blue that I want. I do this color scheme a lot because it's what's in my house, and I like to have things that I made sitting around my house. All right, I have this one cup, which is basically my clear push. And I'm actually going to color it with 3 drops of Jeans. And that's just to give it a little color. I don't want it darkly colored, but I do want it to have some color. And then last, for my white, I am using Let's Resin Ocean White. I use this a lot for lots of things. I'm thinking I might have 3 ounces of resin, so I think I want 3 pea-sized drops. Do your best putting it in. I have my bottle upside down because I'm running out, so it's coming out a little faster than usual. These molds are very thin. This is a mold from Pouring Your Heart Out. Did I mention I'm using craft resin, 1-to-1, low viscosity resin? That would be helpful. It's a good resin for things like this. Degas as well, doesn't tend to bubble. The mold probably only takes like 2 ounces, maybe 3 per slot. So it's not a lot. So not a lot of room here to work with this. See, I've got some mica powder that wasn't stirred in all the way. Here I go saying about mica powder, and I see it's not stirred in. All right, so the first thing you do with this pour is get your clear or your base in. And this, for me, just allows the mica powder white to move easily in your mold. And this one has a little bit less, I think. All right, now we're going to do a little bit of our mica powder. All right, and then I'm just going to keep going until I fill up the mold. I'm trying not to use too much because we do have a couple things still left to get into this mold. Pour it off to the side on this one. Now I'm going to use my white. Let's see, maybe a little bit of green. I still have 2 more to get in, so I need to slow down on how much I'm putting in. I want to end up with a clear also, or a transparent, so I'm going to do my mica powder next. That is super pretty. All right, and then this last one just to fill the rest of the mold. And if you look, I'm really running out of room in some of these. So I'm gonna have to be cautious. All right, let's see how they look. Does it look like, I think that's actually all that we can do. Just looking to see where I could possibly add just a little bit more. All right. All right, so that's what I'm gonna do for those. Now I'm gonna check my camera to make sure that you can see my coaster. Let's see. Move things around just a little bit. See that up there? All right, so we still have some of this transparent left. So I'm going to actually give it another stir. Start my base. Do a white. Do a green. Then my white. Let's Resin Ocean White. I'm going to give that a decent bit. Then I'm going to go back to the green. Then I'm going to do my mica powder concoction. And then I'm going to fill up the rest with this. All right, so that's it that I'm doing for the coasters. Let's see, let's give everything a little bit of heat just in case it needs it. Pop any bubbles. I have to be extra careful because I love this mold. I don't want to mess it up. All right, I'm going to use the rest of these cups for something else, but we'll be back when it's time to unmold this stuff. See you then. All right, we're back to see how these came out. I'm so excited. Oh, wow. Look at that. Oh, it's absolutely gorgeous. I love it. Wow. So pretty. These are perfect. Wow. Look at that. Just gorgeous. This mold is so cool, and one of the great things about it is it's faceted. So you can set drinks on top and they won't stick to it, if you know what I'm talking about. All right, so then I did this. We'll see how easy it is to unmold. Need Arnold Schwarzenegger to come in and mold this, but we'll get it. We'll get it. Oh, I love the way it looks. Oh, wow. Look at that. So gorgeous. Oh my gosh. I might make another set so that it completely fills this up. But once I put felt on the back of these, it's going to fill it up more, so it'll stick out more. Oh, just so pretty. And then I had leftovers, so I went ahead and did my crystal pillar candle holder. I didn't show it online or while I was doing it, but I did it exactly the same way. Same pour, same colors, everything. And I thought, oh, these will look really cool on my tray that I have on my table. Let's take a look. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Not as much green came through there, but it still looks extremely cool, and it will look awesome with the pillar candle holder and everything together. Oh, awesome.